What's up, guys? I'm just sitting here on this Sunday morning watching the early games, a lot of blowouts. And of course, my team is not playing today, so I figured now was as good a time as any to get on here and talk about what happened last night. Now, offensively, I got pretty much exactly what I expected, especially once I heard that Samuels was going to get the start. Obviously, no Jake Browning. That makes things a little harder, so we had the one touchdown in the third quarter, and then we had another one in garbage time. Other than that, moments of competency were mostly drowned out by ineptitude. And my only real complaint is once we knew that Kajana Samuels was going to be out there, I think we needed to run the ball a little more than we did. I mean, we ran the ball quite a bit, but I would have run it even a little more than that and just completely tried to take him out of the equation. Because at the end of the day, that dude, he had a one good drive in garbage time. There was one drive in garbage time where he was making throws, and then he ended up getting in the end zone. Credit to him for that. But I mean, it was ugly out there the whole rest of the game. He missed a lot of throws. And he really just made it. He really just gave this offense no chance, and that's not too far off from what I was expecting. I mean, Stanford's got a good ass defense, and we're talking about a guy who just isn't ready to go out there and play. But I don't know why Lindquist wasn't out there a little more. I don't know how Lindquist could be worse than what I saw from Kajana Samuels yesterday. So those are my two main complaints. I would have run the ball more. I would have played Jeff Lindquist. At least I would have started him and probably played him the whole time. But at the very least, I would have given him a lot more snaps than I think he got like one. So offensively, couple of things that I would have liked to have seen done better, but at the end of the day, pretty much what I expected. But the defense, this is the first game this year where I felt like the defense really just didn't play well. I mean, I gave them credit for their game against California because California's got a really good offense, and 26 points is not that bad. I gave them credit for their game against Oregon because Vernon Adams Jr. was just balling out like a motherfucker. But today, I know Christian McCaffrey's an incredible running back. I know he did it by land, by air, by sea, or however the hell you want to say it. I know he had a great game, but ultimately, I don't know. I was kind of disappointed in all the screen passes we gave up. The tackling was sloppy. I thought that the assignments were sloppy. It just was not a very good game by the defense. The first drive, Stanford drove right down, scored a touchdown, and it took him like 3 minutes to get down there in the end zone. And at that point, I was kind of like, of course, I wasn't saying game over, but I was like, that, you know, it's going to be so hard to overcome that at this point, and we didn't. So, yeah, can't complain too much about the offense. It could have been better. It could have been worse. But the defense, I expected more out of those guys. And for me, that's my main takeaway from this. But I don't mind the loss. It was not a good loss. One of our touchdowns was garbage time, but I don't mind losing to a really good Stanford team. So all you got to do is pick yourself up and move on. The schedule gets a little easier from here on out, with the exception of Utah. Utah had their first loss yesterday, but the schedule gets a little easier. Now we get to play some good teams, but they're not juggernauts. Like Stanford's a juggernaut. Utah, when we play them, is going to be a juggernaut. USC was supposed to be a juggernaut. They're not, but man, the Jets are playing good. Anyway, my take is this: the defense deserves to lay an egg one or two times in a season, and that's pretty much what happened today. They didn't get yesterday night. They didn't get it done, but I'm not going to hold it against them. I'm not going to kill them for it. It's just a bad game, and we need Jake Browning back. I think that much is pretty obvious. He's not a great quarterback yet, but he gives us a much better chance than anybody else on this roster. And I was thinking about this yesterday. Like, if Lindquist is, if Jeff Lindquist can't even get snaps in a game like this, he must be terrible in practice. He must be garbage in practice. That's all you can say about that. All right, I'll make a video for our next game when it comes up, but not too much of an unexpected result. Just a little disappointing in the defense, but it is what it is. So, see you guys later.